So I'm going to go back to here. I don't know if you guys, I'm quite sure you probably didn't hear me. So you will need the Pro Edition. Thank you. You will need the Pro Edition in Canva, because there's some things that we're going to do that the free edition will not allow you to do. So what will happen is, if you don't have the Pro Edition, I'll just show you what I'm going to do. But once you get inside of Canva, because that's the application that we're using, you're going to go over here to apps. And what you want to do is type in Typecraft. And then you'll pop up this blue box, right here. Once you get that box, it will bring up this portion. You have your text, your font, your style, your color, and then this is the area where you'll be doing all of your work. And then you have your reset your shape if you mess up, or if you want to change it while you already have your image over here, you can change it here in this white box here, and then just hit update element. So what I did was I just typed in survivor, because that seems to be the theme that's coming up with breast cancer awareness. And I didn't like the font that they had on there. So I saw this Tico Bold that I seen from a YouTuber, and I actually liked it. So I'm not messing with the style. I'm gonna leave the style just the way it is. The app is called Typecraft. It's right here under your apps on the left hand side. If you click on apps and type in Typecraft, this box right here will pop up, and you just click on that. That will bring you to this portion right here. This is where you do all of your words, and you can manipulate it however you want. So once you type in your word, like I did here, I'm going to just take this one out. It automatically comes with the text that says Typecraft 123. So I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to type in Survivor. And the font that it defaults to is this Cheeto 123. I don't want that one. So we're going to type in Techno Bold 123. So once you do that, your word will pop up here. Now from here, you don't want it to just stay this way, because you want that V effect, so you can keep lining up your words. So what we're going to do is these little bubbles right here allow you to manipulate your word however you want. You can go up, you can go down, you can go left, you can right. Like, you can do whatever you want with this word, however you feel. So because we want to work on getting that V shape, hi, Miss Fulton. And we're also going to change the color. Right here is where you can also change the color of your word. We're going to shoot for the pink, since, like I said, it's for breast cancer awareness. So let's shoot for the pink. I'm going to write this color down, because just in case I mess up and want to go back to it. So this is your color code for the color that we're using right here, the FF0AC9. So if you mess up and forget what color you're using, that's the color you need. Because I know me. Okay, so now that we have our color, the color changes down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to Typecraft, yes. Typecraft, right here at the lower bottom of my screen under apps. I don't know if y'all can see it. We're going to manipulate this word. You're welcome. We're going to manipulate this word so that we can get that V effect. Like I said, you can move these arrows any way you want. I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm just going to bring it in just a little bit on both sides, and then bring the middle part down just a little bit. Actually, let's put this back up. Bring this down like so to stretch it out. And then we're going to just bring this over a tad bit and this over, this down like that. So once you do that, you can hit add element to design and it brings it over into your workspace. Now we can make this a little bit bigger. You can make it smaller. It's up to you. Hi, Miss Dumars. So you can just make it as large as you want. Doesn't have to be that big. Like so. Everybody still can hear me and see me well. I don't want to leave anybody behind if you can't hear me. We're still good on the audio. Okay. So from this point on, what we're going to do, thank you. From this point on, what we're going to do is we're going to add a blur. So you come up here to elements. You come up here to elements and I'm going to pick a black blur. Black blur. And they give you many, many options. And you want to go under graphics. And once you go under graphics, they give you a lot of different choices. So you just want to pick the one that seems to be the darkest, because that's what I'm looking for, like a darker blur. I don't want anything too light that I got to fight with. Does anybody have any questions so far before I keep going? I don't want to leave anybody behind. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to place this right. Actually, before we do that, we're going to make a duplicate copy of this 3 times. So we're going to duplicate this 3 times. Let me just bring this down to get it out the way a little bit. And what I'm not going to do is play around with layers. I'm going to freestyle this to make everybody's life easy. So what I'm doing with my blur is just stretching it out. Because this is the simplest way for me. Y'all may find another way to do it, but this is what I found to be the most simple way for me to do this effect. You just stretch this out as much as possible because you want it to fade underneath it here. And you're going to bring your first word up. Actually, I want to bring this closer to the top. Hi, Ayana. And I'm just going to place this word up, shrink it down just a little bit. Put it over top like that. And I think I want to hit position. In order to move your words either in front or behind anything, you have to go to position. Position will move your words forward, backwards, left, right to align to page, and things of that nature. If you're good with layers, for those that work with Photoshop and things of that nature, you have this option right here under position. You can go under layers and you can position the words and your blurs however you feel. But for me, that's not easy for me. So I'm going to show you what makes my life easy. Hi, Kia. So what we're going to do is, like I said, I already stretched out my blur. This is my first word up here, which is survivor. The first survivor. We have our blur. I'm going to move it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to move this survivor on top. What I can do is bring the other survivor up closer, but I like it. No, I think I might bring it forward. So I'm going to move this survivor out the way. Go to position. I'm going to bring this survivor to the front. So you just hit. Is it going to work? Come on, computer. Make sure you're selecting the right thing. Hit survivor and bring it to the front. There we go. So I'm just going to put my blur right there. Then I'm going to move my next word up, but I don't like the position of that. I don't want it behind the first word. Hey, Tracy. I don't want it behind the first word. So I'm just going to hit position again and move it to the front. But as you can see, when I did that, I kind of lost my blur. Hey, Lane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my blur and bring that one to the front. So now you have that hidden effect. You have this survivor, you have this one, and now we're going to duplicate our blur and add another one. I don't think I wanted that wide though. So let's create this one. And like I said, you can manipulate your word however you feel to accommodate your pattern. So this one, this survivor, I'm going to bring to the front. So you hit position to front so you can actually see it. I'm going to resize it. Put it right over top of that one. And then I have my last one. I'm going to duplicate my blur and bring up my last word. As you can see, it's behind. So I have to position that one and bring it. Make sure you have whatever you're trying to use and highlight it so you won't bring the wrong thing forward. And bring it forward to the front. So I'm just going to shrink this a little bit. I think I actually want to leave that like that. Okay. So if you like the position of your letters, you leave it just like that. And then you go to share, download. Once you do that, you click on transparent background and make sure that your file is a PNG. Like I said, you mainly can get this only in the Pro edition. So make sure you're under Pro because from this point on, you'll be able to download it as a transparent background. And it doesn't take long for you to upload it. So from that point, you will create another page. Well, actually, you don't necessarily have to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another page. And I'm going to go to uploads, find our image, survivor, open. I'm going to bring it over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my background color to black. And I'm going to move this up. And from this point, I'm going to duplicate it. As you can see, it looks just like the one that I've created. But this is not the position that we wanted in. Hey, Amanda. So from this point, what you do is you highlight this section, go to flip vertically, and you just move it on up. And then from here, I'm going to highlight and bring it out some so you can see. I want to make it larger. And that's how you have your flip image effect. So you just have to play around with the initial word. And then from that point on, you just anchor your other words under it. But I don't want to leave it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image to it. I'm going to go to my uploads and see if I can find my, where's all my, okay, so I got to go find my breast cancer files. So let's see. I have so many images on here. No, I need my ladies. If y'all have any questions, I'm willing to answer them at this time. Okay, so I'm going to use her, the boxing girl. And once she's finished uploading, I'm just going to drag her over here. You can make it as big, as small, it's up to you. And you can just put her right there. And there you have it. You have your survivor with a flip mirror image with an added image to it. And you can change the background color from this point. You can make it pink if you like. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of like that effect. Yes. I tried mine like that, but it didn't look like that. I used a white blur though. Yeah, I've learned that sometimes dealing with the white blurs, it doesn't give you that wow factor that you're looking for. Most colorful blurs do. I actually like this. I did a good job. But yeah, you can go for a pink background. You can change the background color however you like. It's up to you. But I actually like that. And it fades in with the background, so that's cool. But yes, that is how you create your flip image effect with added image. Like I said, the only thing you have to do is really manipulate these words however you feel. You can try different size blurs. You can have your blurs not stretched as far. You can have them just in the middle. And then from that point on, you'll download this as a transparent and then create another page, flip it. Like I said, the flip is up here and you will flip vertically, not horizontally, because it's just going to go side to side. You want to flip it vertically. So once you flip it vertically, this is how you get your image. And for those, like I said, who's good with Photoshop, you can play around with the layers under position. This is where you find your layers and you can manipulate it that way. But the way my life is set up, I'm going to do it this way. And this image actually can be good for like your planners. You can make some pens. You can make your the new spiral notebooks. Anything like that will be a nice image for somebody. Once you create it, it's really, you can use any word that you like. You can use survivor, you can use fighter. As y'all see over here, I was playing around with fighter, but I'm glad this turned out really well because this was my first time doing this and I actually did it with y'all, so it was a trial and error for me too, but I really love the outcome. And like I said, you can always either leave it the way it is or you can put your image in there. It's up to you. But I really like the way it looks with the image, and then that changing the color of the background gives it that gradient effect, which looks really nice. And then from this point, since this is page 2, you can then go to share, go to download, and you can just download this as well. But make sure it's downloaded as a PNG. Like I said, this is in the pro version of Canva. So you would just download that. And that will be your new image. So let me just do some mock-ups for y'all to see how it will look on some t-shirts. Let's play around with this stuff, yo. Let's play around with it. Let's see. Let's go to downloads. Where are we? Oh, here we go. I am extracting it to see how it will look. All right, so get out of here. All right, let's play around with some mock-ups. So add page. Let's see. Let's put it. Now you can use do do this as a transparent background as well. So download transparent background, download. Let's see how that looks. Didn't mean to download all of them, but it is what it is. And you can pick your page. You don't have to download all of them. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see how it turned out as a transparent background. Not feeling it too much, but we'll see. All right, so I actually like this one. So if you were going to put it on a shirt, I'm just doing this just to see how it will look. Go to uploads, download. Let's pick this image. Now this came out since I did the transparent background. It didn't have the pink in it. So I'm just going to slide this down here because I just want to see how this looks. Not too shabby. Not too bad. On a shirt. What font did I use? I used the under Typecraft. I used Teco. It's called Teco Bold. Teko Bold 123. And I did not change the style. I just left it just the way it was. And under text, I typed in Survivor. So if you want to put it on a t-shirt, you got your t-shirts. Let's see. Y'all know me. I'm big on the tumblers. So let's find a mock-up for my tumblers. Let's upload. All right, let's see. Let's change this background to white. I want. Let's see how this is gonna look over here. Probably not too good because it's stretched. Let's see. I'm just playing around with stuff, y'all, at this point. I just want to see how it would look if y'all did anything special to it. So from this point, you just hit position, arrange to the back. No. I had to change the background back to the pink to make it look like something. You can't wait for Thursday's live. I got to send y'all a supply list for Thursday. But that's how it works. I think this turned out really, really well. Like I said, I actually like the gradient background. It looks really, really nice. But you can change the background to whatever color you want. You can stick with the black. It's up to you. You can always change your colors, whereby it can just be bold. Looking at my phone because I can't see my comments on my computer. So yes, you just play around with it and you can do whatever you like. Do y'all have any more questions, comments, or concerns? Like I said, it's this style of craft, this style of lettering is under Typecraft, under the Pro Edition. On the left-hand side, if you go to apps, yes, they do. And once you go to apps, you type in Typecraft. Click on the blue box, and this is what brings up your lettering. Thursday's live is I am making cinnamon buns, artificial cinnamon buns, fake bakes, I should say, faux cinnamon buns out of foam clay. You're welcome. And your font, your text will be whatever you decide to type in. Your font can be whatever font you choose from the choices that you have, unless you have already purchased fonts, and they will also show up here. And you can change the style of the words. You can do whatever. Okay, so let me just type in Survivor again. So your word will show up here. If you decided to change the style, this is how it will look. Can y'all see it at the bottom? This is how it will look. This is the unfilled one. This is the outline. It has the black with the purple blur behind it. I don't see any other styles that it gives, and if you didn't want any style behind it, just be plain. And like I said, these bubbles right here allow you to manipulate the word any way, shape, or form, and you can pick any bubble to do so. It doesn't matter. Left, right, side to side. That's how you get your crazy effects for your shirts, your cups, your teeth, your hats. It doesn't even matter. You just play around with the bubbles and then you'll get the effect that you're looking for. And if you ever mess up, reshape it and it'll go back to its regular one. Where do I get my mock-ups? Like the tumbler ones? That one that I had purchased off of Etsy at one point in life. Not sure what store I got it from, but I purchased that one off of Etsy. But Canva itself, do you have a lot of mock-ups? I'm not sure if it has Tumblr mock-ups, but I know it does have like mugs, and you can just type in mock-ups under elements, and then you just excuse me, you just go down and search different ones. They have t-shirt mock-ups. You can pick what style of shirt, sweatshirt, different frames that you can use. I always go into graphics. It does have a Tumblr one. Oh, okay. I just know I actually already had that one. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Just go under elements, and it does. Thank you, Lane. Go under elements and type in Tumblr mockup, and you have tons of them. And there you go. No, we're going to stop buying from Etsy. I get in trouble with that too. We got to start designing our own stuff. But yes, that is how you create your flip mid. That's how I created it. Your flip mid. I'm not big on Canva yet. Canva is very beginner friendly. Very, very beginner friendly. You just have to take your time and play around with it. Canva comes with a lot of templates. So anything you need is there. Trust me, from Facebook to Instagram, anything. But if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Let me see. Go back to StreamYard. You guys don't have any other questions or concerns, I thank you for coming out and participating with me this evening. Again, my name is Tanika. I am owner and creator of Danae Crafts and Creations, and I also have a free Facebook group called Danae Crafts and Creations Crafters Club. You can actually see it tickering across the bottom of the screen. You're welcome. If you have any questions or concerns, I am also in the Cricket Hustle. I do a lot of my lives and I share between both groups. So if you guys need anything, any questions or concerns, like I said, what I'm about to say, Thursday, I will be doing a live on creating faux/fake cinnamon buns. They want to look real, but you can't eat them. You're welcome. So I want you guys to have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. At Danae's Crafts and Creations Crafters Club. Y'all enjoy and have a good night. Thank you.